Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. That one goes out of bounds. A less than ideal beginning to this game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. No huddle now for the offense.
With the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just blew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And the Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Checks this down to the running back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. The big fullback's got it here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. And they'll set up with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. who's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. He's in the clear. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. Full control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground, but the quarterback is definitely frustrated. What a great job by the quarterback, seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Going after, not quite through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. Cannot escape, and down he goes. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to it.
Secondary backed up off the ball now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Tries to get it to the running back. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Breaking through defenders. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Now the important point after attempt. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. from deep in the end zone. He'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
It has been a tough first half. For this offense, they cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Second down after that previous play. Here's that defense shifting again. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Dogs pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Brought down for a loss after the completion, not what they were looking for. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
So 2 losses in a row puts them in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Dogs will line up to kick it away. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Should be the last play of the quarter. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the 1st quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back in motion now. And he's back to throw again on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. They've got him after a 7-yard gain. So second and 3. The Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Send the back in motion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. Hands off to the fullback. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. Second and goal for the offense. They'll try and run it with the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal. But let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. See if they can convert the point after. Here's the snap. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. We'll look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking for a deep completion. And it's intercepted.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down play coming up.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have...
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. He makes the grab and heads out of bounds after a decent game. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to chuck it again. Throws to the tight end. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. That sack sets up a third down play. And he drops back in the gun. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's no good. He missed it. That's just a minor blip there, what's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Bringing pressure. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Gets the ball off as he was hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. And it's good.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Guy who coughs it up, recovers it, and prevents the turnover. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Off target and incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's going to take off here. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive. And then pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Dogs will have to kick this away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Can he make it? And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Here's a carry for the fullback. Touchdown, Ducks. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Going to try to use his legs here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out?
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Now, I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll tackle him at the 27. And the Bulldogs come to the line in a hurry up. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the back now goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped, but he gets a first down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And sack sets up 2nd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch, takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The offense going with the hurry up.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Daly.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball and be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. First down, looking to throw the football. And a sophomore making an impact play. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. Second down, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Defense not pressing this time. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Drop Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. There's contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive. Oh, the ball comes loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's on the run. Launches deep. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? He makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense in hurry-up mode. They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And the ball is picked off.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. interception? Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down. That's a bullet over the middle. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Handoff heading left, powering through.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And the wideout goes in motion. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. And you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. And the Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On first and 10, looking to throw. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The Ducks line it up with first and goal. They feed the fullback this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down and goal for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So what's the play call? It's fourth and goal from the 3. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And he'll set up to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And he'll drop back here on third down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? He's at the 50. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm